Hey guys, it's Abby, and in today's video is going to be a room makeover video. I've done quite a few of these videos before. If you guys are interested in my other makeover videos, then go ahead and click on this playlist around here. I'll be leaving for you guys. But anywho, this video is going to be a little bit different from my typical room makeover videos because this is going to be a step-by-step guide on how you guys can make your room look kawaii. Typically when I make these videos, there isn't a specific order. I kind of just show you guys as I go while I'm remodeling my room. But this time I really wanted to be a little bit more organized for you guys to have a clear picture as to what I do and the steps I take to remodel my room. I find that these steps make it a lot easier and a lot more fun for me, but I want to show you guys some steps that I take and specifically how you guys can make your room look kawaii. Now, these steps don't necessarily work for just kawaii, they also work for any sort of style you guys are looking for. So if you guys just want a simple guide on how to remodel your room and want to take some simple steps and don't even know where to start, then go ahead and watch this video. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get straight to the video. So the very first step I take when I decide to do a room makeover, specifically a kawaii room makeover, is I decide to get some ideas. I like to brainstorm and try to figure out what exactly I'm trying to go for. Now the first thing you guys want to focus on is really key in on what aesthetic you're going for. I feel like kawaii pop culture has lots of different branches, and when you are trying to make a kawaii room, there are different ways you can make a room kawaii. Now making a room kawaii can really be matched with anything. For example, you can make a kawaii sanrio room, you can make a kawaii anime room, the list goes on. So really try to focus on what kind of kawaii room do you want. So for me, for example, I've decided on a kawaii princessy room. Now once you've done that, go ahead and look that up on Pinterest and make a Pinterest board dedicated to what you're looking for. Look at some rooms and add them to your board. So there might be a specific bedding that you like from that picture, or maybe the bed frame or furniture or even posters, whatever it is, just add it to your board so that you know what to look for reference. Now you guys can also use other kawaii influencers for inspiration. For example, I'm really interested in the whole living doll era. So these kawaii influencers include Dakota Rose, Venus Angelic, and Taylor R. So after looking at each of their room tour videos, I got a lot of inspiration. For example, when I took a look at Venus Angelic's room tour video, I thought it was so cute, and I noticed that she had this really cute floral bedding. And this was something that I really liked and have liked for quite a while. She also had a lot of plushies, which I really liked, as well as had a lot of pink, as well as a lot of posters on her walls as well. So these were a couple things that I made sure to take a note of. Another person that really inspired me was Dakota Rose, as I mentioned earlier. And I saw her apartment tour video where she showed her room as well, and I noticed she had this really cute floral pattern bedding. So I noticed that it's something very similar between Venus Angelic and Dakota Rose. This floral pattern is quite popular, and I noticed it's something that I really liked. She also had a bunch of Sailor Moon themed items, and I noticed that this cute floral pattern was something that I kept seeing a lot, and I noticed I really liked it. So that's something that I really kept a note of to make sure that I would have something like that for my room because I really liked that. As well as a lot of pink in her room, so that was very inspiring for me, so I made sure to take a note of that as well. Now as for Taylor R's room tour, I noticed that her room was very cute. A lot of her furniture was white, which I really liked, which I already have. She also had this very cute pink bedding, which I also took a note of since I wanted to have some pink bedding and add a little bit more color to my room since my room is just plain white. I noticed she also had a lot of plushies, a lot of sanrio and My Melody themed items, so I made sure to take a note of that as well. So now that you have your ideas and you know what you have to do, now this might take you a while, might take you a day, might take you a week, who knows, but it's something that you guys really want to make sure that you have in your mind. You know exactly what you want, which is honestly going to make the whole process a lot easier. Step 2 is to make sure that your room is nice and clean. So this is my little table that I use as a desk, and I'm going to go ahead and clean that up. So here I'm using this little spray to go ahead and clean my table. You want to make sure your room is nice and clean and there's no dust on your tables or side tables, even furniture. This is because if you put any certain items that you like, even if it's like plushies on your side table, whatever it may be, you want to make sure that your items aren't covered with dust or they aren't sitting on dust. So make sure that you have a nice clean room. It's honestly going to make things a lot easier because if you have a lot of clutter, it's going to be really hard to put things together. So really make sure that your room is clean. So step number 3 is to choose your bedding. As I mentioned earlier, when I was writing down different things I wanted for my room, one thing that I really focused on was the bedding, and that was this really pretty cute floral bedding that I kept seeing a lot that I really liked. So I made sure to get that. Make sure you get bedding that you guys like and make sure it matches the aesthetic that you're trying to go for. So this is a really important aspect when you're trying to do a room makeover, because you want to make sure that all the items that you use for your room match the color scheme of your bed. But it's just something to think about. Maybe certain colors might clash. I feel like this color is quite subtle, so I might be able to mix and match some of my plushies and items I have, but just try to keep that in mind. Gather all the items you plan to use for your room. Now you really want to make sure that you also categorize them. So I have quite a few kawaii items I plan to use for my room. Since they're all in one category, for example here I have the plushies I plan to use, I can easily go ahead and grab and place some items in my room, my bed, and really figure out if I want to use them. Once I'm done with this category, I can go on to the next one. Now this is my other category. These are all the posters that I plan on using. When I was trying to look at different things I wanted to use for my room, and I looked at Venus Angelic's video, I took note of her posters on the wall, so I made sure to write that down. So this is the category of posters and cute images that I plan to use for my room. The next set of items are shopping bags. These are some bags that I got from when I was living in Japan. So this is from the brand Maison de Fleur. This is a bag I got from Daiso, and this bag is from the brand Swan Kiss. So this is another category, the cute shopping bags. It doesn't have to be specifically Japanese brand shopping bags. It can be any cute shopping bag that you guys like. So this is the next category. So these next set of items I would consider to be miscellaneous items. They're not really part of a specific category. These are just cute items I feel would work for the room, and the color scheme I feel works really well. I feel like my melody works really well for this type of room, so I did put this out. I might not use all these items, but they're just some ideas that I can use for the room. So these are other posters I can use. So this is part of a calendar that you guys have probably already seen in my anime room makeover video. And this is another item you probably have already seen in my room makeover video. And this is a Angel Beats poster. So I may use these items, I may not, I'm not sure. But this is just some ideas that I'm thinking. So now we're on to step number 5, which I consider to be the most difficult step, and that is really essentially to just decorate your room. So grab the items that you've used, that you've categorized, that you plan to use for the room essentially, and just try to put items on your bed, put items on your side table, put posters on the wall. This is going to take a while since you're probably going to, try to see if you like the items there. Let's go ahead and start decorating. So I'm going to go ahead and start on the posters because I think that's going to be a lot easier since I have to get on my bed and put things on the wall. I'm probably going to move my bed because I don't want to sit on my bed and get it dirty. But I need to put some stuff on that wall, and I need to get some tape as well. I think I'm going to leave this heart mirror. I think it looks really cute, but maybe I'll put it on my side table. I'm not really sure. This is where it gets really confusing. I did put my lamp on the floor, so I'm just going to leave this on the side as I do think it's going to work well for the room, and it's quite, neutral, so I think it works well. Step number 6, which I feel goes hand in hand with step number 5, is to look at all the items that you've categorized and then start to eliminate the items that you think won't work for the room and keep the ones that you think can work for the room. So I have a couple posters here. I'm thinking I'm going to use this one for sure. I do have 2, so I'm going to put that over here as a yes, and then I'm going to go ahead and see what else I can use. I do like this one, but I'm not sure it'll work out. And then I have a couple of these other ones which I really like, so I think I'm going to put them here. And then I also have this little guy which I think is so cute. And then I have this poster from the manga Honey Lemon Soda, which is so cute, guys, but I'm not sure it'll look well for the room, if it'll work out. Let me see. What do you guys think? You think it would work with the room? I mean, there's hints of green here, so I think it might work out well. Compared to the bedding, I think it works well. So I just put some tape on the sides of the poster right here, and I'm going to go ahead and put this on my wall. So I'm thinking I can probably put it down here, exactly kind of how I had it before. So I just put some tape on this poster and I put it on the side. So this is my Honey Lemon Soda poster, and I'm going to go ahead and put it on the wall here. So I think I want it to match the same height as the heart mirror here, so I'm just going to raise it until I feel like it matches the same height of the heart mirror. So now that I have everything on the wall, I kind of feel like it's a bit too much. The colors don't really work with the bed sheets, so I guess I'll see what I can do. So I just put these plushies here, but I feel like it's a little bit too much. Like the room is starting to look a little bit too cluttered. I'm probably gonna call on my twin sister to come into the room and tell me what she thinks. I think it's a bit too much. Let's just keep adding more stuff and then I'll start taking things out. But we'll see, maybe I'll just stick with all the mainly pink items. We also have this really cute little duffy bag, so I'm gonna go ahead and put that over here on the handle of my little door here. I was thinking of hanging it up here, which might work. I could probably hang some cute bags, but we'll see. I have so many different ideas, so I'm gonna go ahead and try that out, but I think it looks kind of cute like that. I'm also gonna use these items and put them on my side table like I had them before. So I'm gonna leave it the way it was before, I guess, like when I had my other room, like sanrio room, because I did like this sort of like little setup. And I think it might work with that. We'll see. So this is the way the room is looking. I might change some things because I'm not sure I'm liking it right now because I feel like it looks a bit cluttered, especially since like the bed sheets are quite colorful. So maybe I'll just grab all the items that are just pink. We'll see. I'm gonna go ahead and put this right here, like hook it on the sides because I want it to hang as well. So this is difficult doing it with one hand. So I'm gonna go ahead and do it on the other side. Okay, I think I did it. Now it looks like this. Now I'm gonna go ahead and hang this. That looks kind of cute. So this is how the room looks so far. It looks quite plain now. I ended up realizing that I didn't like the way the posters look like on the wall, so that's why this step is really important of categorizing everything, making sure it works well with the color scheme of the bedding. Since my bedding is quite colorful, I realized that the colorful posters wouldn't work. So this is all about a trial and error, figuring out if it'll work well for your room or not. So it's totally fine if what you initially thought, you know, to put on your room doesn't work out. That's totally fine. So this is kind of so far what I have, and I'm actually quite happy with these little elements, which literally nothing has changed. I literally just took off stuff from the poster and put this plushie here, but I think this plushie works really, really well. I'll see what else I have in mind, but that's so far what I've decided. So I think I'm gonna use this bag. I had other bags I showed you guys earlier, but I feel like this one works the best and it matches the bed sheets. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and use this, and I'm gonna hang it on my wall right next to the heart. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I think it's gonna look so cute. I think I'm gonna use some of these tulips I have here to hang them on my wall. I think it's gonna work really well, and it's gonna be a very cute princessy vibe to it. So my twin sister actually is gonna let me use her Instax camera like for decor. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it on my side of the bed. I think it's gonna work really, really well because it's pink and it's like another range or another shade of pink that I think will work really well for the room. I really, really hope you guys enjoyed this video and got some ideas, inspiration, and got sort of like a better idea of what I typically do when I remodel my room, some steps I take, and hopefully these steps are helpful to you guys. You guys don't have to do all these steps if you don't want to. Maybe you can take what works for you guys. This is just what works for me personally. If you guys want to see more room related videos, more kawaii room related videos, then please let me know in the comment section down below. Someone did tell me that they wanted me to make like a kawaii DIY items for the room. I'm not very good at DIY, but I did find some really cool DIY ideas online from some amazing creators, as well as some really, really cool and Pinterest ideas for kawaii DIY items for the room. So if you guys are interested, I could do a video where I just list a bunch of really cool DIY ideas I found online, and of course I will credit every single one of those amazing artists because they have a much better idea what they're doing than I do. If you guys want to see like a DIY video like that, I can definitely do it. I can't do DIY, but I can show you a list of things I found that maybe you guys haven't seen or never really heard of. I found some really, really awesome ideas. So if that's the type of video you guys want to see, then I can definitely do something like that. But please let me know in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts. I love doing kawaii room related videos. So if you guys are interested, then yeah, please let me know. Don't forget to follow me at the official_Abby on Instagram for some kawaii fashion inspiration. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. 見てくれてありがとうございます。バイバイ。